It's time now for Countywide, a special presentation of Yavapai Broadcasting News. Join Paul David and Kyle Benedict as they talk with our community's leaders, newsmakers, and people in the know. You'll hear about the hot topics that affect all our lives in Yavapai County. And now here's today's Countywide.
As always, it is great to have you in studio with us today. We're talking with the Northern Arizona Healthcare Foundation, the foundation specialist for special events, Heather Ainardi.
Yep.
And then Fit Kids Community Outreach Program Specialist, Hiliary Howdeshell. Welcome to studio.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
We've been having a good time for the last 20 minutes, right? Chatting and just having a good time.
Morning is the best time to have a good chat.
It is, you know. Yeah, I'm a morning person. I'm definitely a morning person. Let's jump into it. We're going to be talking about a Fit Kids Community Outreach Program. There is a run coming up on Saturday, November 5th at Riverfront Park in Cottonwood. 7:30 to 8:30 is the registration, but they want you to register online. So more information on this as we go along today. And that's going to start at 9 o'clock on November 5th. A good phone number for you, and we'll repeat this over and over again too. 877-527-5291. Website is nahealth.com/FitKidsFunRun.
Right.
Right.
And if you get to nahealth.com, you'll be able to search for either events or Fit Kids, and you'll find the run there. Or on Facebook, you can find us as well. And all of those have links to register online.
Boom. And that's where we want folks to go to try to register as much as possible.
We want everybody to register early. If you register early, we're giving away an iPad Mini 2. So everybody that enters is registered to win.
There you go. So there you go. We got to do it by when?
Next Wednesday by midnight.
Okay, Wednesday by midnight.
Next Wednesday by midnight.
Okay, so you've got a week and a day, week and less than a day. All right, let's jump right into it. Who wants to tell me what the Northern Arizona Healthcare Foundation is? Let's start there.
So the foundation is kind of a fundraising arm for Northern Arizona healthcare, community healthcare. And we work with different community organizations. The run specifically is benefiting the Fit Kids program of Northern Arizona, and we're excited to help them out with that.
Okay, all right. And what is the Fit Kids program?
So the Fit Kids program is a healthy lifestyles program. We've got two parts actually. One part is the schools program, and that's where we partner with local schools to increase physical activity and healthy lifestyles education. So down here in the Verde Valley, we work with three schools. Dr. Daniel Bright Elementary, Cottonwood Elementary School in Cottonwood, and then Camp Verde Elementary School. And so through that program, basically, we partner with the schools. They hire an additional staff member to offer physical activity in addition to PE. And then we reimburse the schools for that staff member and help provide equipment for the program as well.
Oh, okay. So the school has to come up with an extra employee for this.
They hire that person,
Okay.
And so their Fit Kids instructor is a school employee, but then Northern Arizona Healthcare actually reimburses them for their salary and benefits, so it's not a cost to the school.
Do schools still have PE? Because I know when I was a kid, you had your regular, I guess, outdoor time to go and kind of burn off some energy and stuff like that. I think there might have been a little break in the morning, and then there was definitely one at lunchtime, which was the awesome recess time, But then after that, you went home. But is there an actual PE class in most schools where? Because that was like a course almost for me when I was a kid, that you actually went to PE and you spent an hour there. And I'm from Minnesota, so the winter time you had indoor hockey and dodgeball and stuff like that. And then when spring came around, you had different things that you would do for PE, which was an exercise course. So do we still have PE in schools? Is it still a thing?
Most of the schools we work with still do have PE, but a lot of them have maybe moved down to just once a week. And so having PE every day, it's maybe just once a week for 30 minutes. So Fit Kids is a way to kind of increase that time during the school day that they're active as well.
And my children are even in elementary school, and they have their recess, they have their physical education time, but they also have their Fit Kids time too. So talking to Hillary, it's been great to kind of learn that Fit Kids almost doubles the active time that a youth can have in their school time as well.
And it's structured as well, correct? I mean, when they go there, there's obviously going to be something for them that they have to do.
Right, so it's a Fit Kids class, and then the Fit Kids instructors at most schools, they'll do activities before school, set up activities during that lunch recess, and then some of the schools after school too. So if the parents drop them off early, rather than maybe just sitting in the hallway or sitting in the cafeteria, they can go out and play games with the Fit Kids instructor.
What are some of the examples of the things the kids are doing?
A lot of the kids at the schools, they'll play tag, especially at the elementary level. Tag games, just because it gets the kids moving.
Sure.
And a lot of times they'll kind of see what the kids want to do, especially for the before school and recess activities, whether it's helping them set up a soccer game, kind of acting as the referee, or if it's kind of setting up a tag game, whether it's amoeba tag or fastest tag in the West, just getting the kids moving. And then we also have the program at middle schools and high schools. And those programs kind of are more defined. At middle schools, we've got some outdoor recreation classes, a dance class.
Give me some examples of those outdoor, because I know it's, you know, it's easy to get the little kids to go out there and run around and be crazy and do things. But now we're getting into middle school, and it's a little bit, you know, that might not be as cool.
Right.
And then high school, it's got to be even harder to get them to kind of participate in that as well. So how do we engage those people at that age?
And we've relied a lot on the schools to kind of pull their students and see what they want to do. So at the middle school, the one that has the outdoor rec class, they have some mountain bikes that they'll take them out on. One of their units was building survival structures, and so they took them out into the woods, how to build that, and things like slack lines, just learning how to put those up in between the trees and working on that. And we also got snowshoes for one of the schools. And they've got to use those a couple times. It's kind of hard because when there is enough snow to do it, usually that's a snow day.
Sure.
But it's been fun to kind of let the kids experience something new. And then at the high schools, a lot of our high schools have opted for kind of cross-training classes, similar to CrossFit or something like that. We've got some dance classes, yoga classes.
Pretty creative.
Yeah, so it really is kind of what the
a wide
kids
variety
want.
is what it sounds like to me. Yeah. Okay. So this is your contact with the school, and then you and the school work together on this.
Right.
Okay.
Yep. So at each school, we started the program. It was in 10 elementary schools in Flagstaff, and then from there we've kind of just kept expanding it. So this is actually the 5th year of the program, and so now we're in 24 schools in northern Arizona.
Oh. All right, so the Fit Kids program, if this is you're the Fit Kids program. You guys are the Fit Kids program.
Well, Hillary is Fit Kids program along with quite a few other individuals. But I think one of the things I've learned just working on the run with her is the idea of making physical activity fun and making sure youth know that this is something fun that they can do in their everyday lives. It's not just a class that you go to while you're in school, but it's, you know, teaching them how to put up slack lines, things like that, and how to go out in the forest and play. So there's a lot of opportunity to do more with their families and themselves outside of the school time as well.
You see a lot of commercials like that too. Get outside, go play, you know, 30 minutes a day. Things like that have been drilled into my head for the last, I don't know, 15, 20 years. My kids have grown and gone, but I do recall hearing those things throughout their childhood. So, okay, let's take our first break, okay? Heather Ainardi in studio today. She's the foundation specialist for the special events for the Northern Arizona Healthcare Foundation. Is that correct?
That is correct.
That is correct. And then Fit Kids Community Outreach Program Specialist Hiliary Howdeshell in studio as well. Stick around, countywide, back in just a couple minutes.
Me and my boy Matt had it good. He had catnip that was off the hook. But one day, he brings a girl home, and she's allergic to cats. Every sneeze was a nail in my coffin. Now I'm in a shelter. It's decent, but they don't even have Wi-Fi.
I'm Jenny Garth, and as a mother of 3, I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. But here in America, that is a real worry for 1 in 5 children. Even though we are one of the most food-rich countries in the world, 15 million children don't know where their next meal is coming from. This is unacceptable, and something the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks is working to solve. Instead of accepting that our country lets billions of pounds of surplus food go to waste every year, Feeding America has made it their mission to help families in need by rescuing this food. Through food pantries and meal programs, the nationwide network of food banks provides more than 3 billion meals, serving virtually every community in the United States, including yours. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank by visiting feedingamerica.org. Together we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
Welcome back to Countywide. A lot of information to throw at you right now. Get your pens ready. The phone number for more information is 1-877-527-5291. If I call that number, can I find out more about both of these things, not just the run, but as well as the Fit Kids program?
So that's going to get you to the special events area. So
Okay.
we'll tell you about the run, but it's an easy transfer over to the Fit Kids
There we go.
program, depending
All
on
right.
what part of the Fit Kids you want to learn about.
Okay, so it's a one-shop number.
Yeah.
It's a one-shop number. Okay. And then we got a website, nahealth.com /Fit Kids Fun Run is where you're going to find information about that. We want people to pre-register online, right, by next Wednesday, which is November something.
November 2nd or 3rd?
Yeah, November 2nd or 3rd, I know.
I should know that.
Halloween is
Uh-oh.
Monday, so that'd be the 2nd. It's going to be the 2nd.
Okay.
And then, or you can show up on Saturday, November 5th, between 7:30 and 8:30. Registration will be taking place at Riverfront Park in Cottonwood, and that's where the run is going to take place. Tell me a little bit about the run, and I imagine there's a sponsor for this as well.
Yes, so we want to thank Pavilion Financial for coming in. So we're calling it the Pavilion Fit Kids 5K, and it is a 5K race, but even though it's a Fit Kids race, it is for all ages. So come out with your family. We'll have overall winners, but we'll also have age group winners. So anything from 17-year-old age groups all the way to 70 plus. So come on out with the entire family.
It's for everybody.
It's
Get
for
everybody out
everybody.
there, get that exercise going on. A 5K, that sounds like a long ways. Do I have to go all 5K?
You can walk. Some people have brought strollers in the past and just walked it. Again, all ages, all skill levels. It is a timed race, so if you want to make it a training race, because it's if you're from the Flagstaff area, it's a little bit warmer down here in Cottonwood, and spend a weekend down here or train for the next race that's coming up. It's a beautiful course through Riverfront Park.
Riverfront Park, and then it goes into Dead Horse Ranch State Park.
Okay, so it's not like this track where you're just going to go around in a circle the whole time.
Oh, heavens no.
Oh, so that would drive me crazy. I couldn't do it, but okay. So
But
we're
you
gonna
can do this.
Okay, yeah, right. So you can see all kinds of scenery and get re-familiar with Riverfront Park area, and Dead Horse Ranch State Park's out there as well, right?
And everybody that registers by the 2nd at midnight is entered to win an iPad mini. I think I mentioned that already. But then also you get a t-shirt, the official race t-shirt, and then there'll be refreshments at the course as well, provided by Whole Foods. So kind of going with that healthy living concept as well.
So it's a good way to spend, a Saturday morning, right?
Right.
When is it over? Last person across the line?
Last person across. Well, then we have refreshments and awards. So it's over after
When it's
that.
done, it's done.
When it's done, it's done.
When it's done, it's done. That's how we say that right there.
And it's very affordable. It's a $25 registration. You get all of that included.
Okay. Per person or for the family?
Per person. There is a family registration, so if you have a family of 4, you can go in and just click family of 4, and you'll have one registration free then.
What's my $25 go after I give it to you?
Fit Kids program.
Goes to our program.
Kids program. It's just a circle of life, isn't it? All right, let me give the number out, okay, and the website again. It's 877-527-5291 is the phone number. And then the website is nahealth.com /Fit Kids Fun Run. But if you go to nahealth.com, it's right there on the main page. Or you could just search for Fit Kids, and you should be able to run into it, no problem. That's coming up on Saturday, November 5th. Hillary, you want to talk about the clinical programs. We talked about what's going on at the schools, but what's the clinical program side of this?
So the clinical program is more for families to get one-on-one help making healthy changes. So we've got a dietitian, an exercise physiologist, a nurse practitioner, and a counselor. And so families will come in, they'll meet with each of those practitioners and kind of see where they're at right now, what their goals are for making healthy changes. And then ideally they'll stay in the program at least 6 months because it's not a weight loss program. We don't put the kids on diets, they don't have exercise regimens. It's about kind of teaching them healthy lifestyle habits that hopefully will last a lifetime. So it's not a quick fix program, it's just educating families and supporting them as they make small goals for healthy change.
Give me some healthy habit ideas, suggestions.
Okay, so definitely activity, but that's not all of it. The recommendation now is for kids to get 60 minutes of activity a day, and then also staying hydrated. It's important here in our dry climate, but also just it makes your body run better. And then also reducing screen time. So
TV.
TV.
When you say screen time, we should make that. It's not a screen in a window we're talking about here, right? No, it's not.
Right.
It's your phone. It's
your phone, your iPad,
all
TV,
that stuff.
video games.
Okay.
Reducing that and just getting outside to play. Trying new food groups, kind of eating a variety of especially fruits and vegetables. I know that's one thing I struggle with. I think it's something a lot of people struggle with.
Oh, yeah. Ryan had told me before the show that you'd mentioned at one point in time, too, that shop around the outside edge of the store.
Right.
That's kind of an interesting thought, because I was thinking, okay, what's on the outside? Okay, fruits, vegetables, and then you got your milks and your dairies and your meats, and you got your breads and stuff on the. That's really what it is.
Right.
The outer edge of the store.
The essential groups, and so kind of in the inner part, you'll find your more processed foods, and
right.
Which they're okay to eat as well, but you definitely want to limit those and kind of more of the fruits and vegetables. And then portion sizes too, that's a big thing. It's okay to eat a variety of foods. It's okay to eat sweets, but maybe you don't want to eat it all the time, and maybe you don't want to have a piece of cake that fills your entire plate.
You know, it's the first time in my life now that I've actually had to worry about portions. I've been the same weight forever, but this last year I gained like 50 pounds, and so I'm really having to watch portions. So I find myself not eating until I'm stuffed anymore. I just eat enough to get by with what I need. Okay, so this is the clinical program. So does this cost? I mean, how does this work out?
There actually isn't a cost to the families that participate. There's no co-pays or anything like that. If they have health insurance, then we'll work with insurance companies and we'll bill them for the services, but the families who participate never see a charge. And so most of the families that come to us are referred by their pediatrician, but they don't have to be. We take walk-ins, self-referrals. So if somebody hears about the program and is interested, they can just contact us and we'll see if they qualify and get them set up that way.
Is that a difficult process?
No, it's not.
Okay.
The actual only qualification is that a child is over the 85th percentile for BMI and that they're still a
BMI?
child. So BMI is body mass index.
Okay.
And in kids, they use a BMI percentile. And so that's comparing them to a child to other kids their age and gender. And so I don't know if, as a parent, I think I'm about to have a baby, but they always talk about, oh, they're at this percentile for height, this percentile for weight. And so that's one of the things that they use kind of as a screening tool. BMI doesn't mean that a person's necessarily overweight or unhealthy, but we use it as a screening tool to kind of see as a starting point.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, good. We got to take a second break already, okay? Phone number again for you is 1-877-527-5291. Website for all the information is nahealth.com. This is Countywide. We'll be back in just a couple minutes.
It takes less than 1 minute to find out if you may have prediabetes. You can do it here. But you probably won't. You're busy. Kids, work, show coming back in 48 seconds. So let's do this now. Hold up one finger if you're a man, women, 0. 3 more fingers if you're over 60, 2 over 50, 1 over 40. If you're not sure, keep in mind you're sitting on a couch right now, so 1 more finger if you're not very active. 1 finger if yes, 0 if no. 1 yes, 0 no. Next, find the body type that looks most like you and hold up that many fingers while I look around awkwardly. And that's it. If you're holding up 5 fingers or more, you probably have prediabetes. Sorry to be so blunt, but hey, you're busy. Just go to the site.
This is the story of a boy who is very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. his family got him help. And slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
If you don't fix them, sparks from dragging tow chains could cause a wildfire, and that could be scary.
Hi, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back to Countywide. Great to have you in studio with us today. We're going to take, we've got just a couple minutes left in the program, so we're going to recap everything about the run. Quick no, though. Phone number 877-527-5291, 877-527-5291. The website is nahealth.com. You can go /FitKidsFunRun, or you can just go on the website and search Fit Kids, and it should pull you right there. Saturday, November 5th.
Correct.
That's a week from this coming Saturday.
It is
Isn't it amazing?
Yeah.
It's amazing how fast this year has gone by, but it's going to be at Riverfront Park in Cottonwood.
Mm-hmm.
It's $25 a person?
$25 to register, or you can register your family.
Okay, okay.
And it includes that official race T-shirt and the refreshments and a morning of fun with the family.
Mm-hmm. Okay, all right.
And it's for all ages, all skill levels. Bring the strollers if you want, and really make a morning of it.
Oh, you know what? I should probably ask you this. How is the event if a lot of people like to bring their dogs, leashes on dogs? What do you think of that?
It is no dogs.
No dogs. Okay.
No dogs.
You know, it's a safety precaution anymore, right?
Well, and there's a lot of great dogs that could do this, but just out of the size that's going to be there, it's just better for everybody that we're able to do that.
Have you done this before? This fun run?
Yes, it's actually the 7th year for the race.
All right, see, there we go. So how many people do you usually turn out for this thing?
I think last year we had about 150 or 160 runners. So hopefully we'll have a good turnout this year as well.
Even more.
Yeah.
Because the money all goes back into the Fit Kids program, which, you know, as a parent, I think if parents are watching, listening, they should ask their kids, do you have a Fit Kids program at your school? And down here, we do.
And,
right.
And the kids really know. They kind of come back home and they're like, oh yeah, I did this today, I did this. So I'm sure that the kids do know that they're in that.
That's because it's the fun stuff.
Yeah.
My kids, what'd you do today? Nothing.
It's
really? You spent a whole
fun.
day at school and you did nothing? How is that even possible?
School's all fun, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It should be fun, all fun. But yeah, they do remember the Fit Kids stuff, right? Because from what you've told me, it's all kind of very unique and different kinds of things to do. I mean, little kids, yeah, you're pretty good with tag, but some of the stuff you're talking about for the middle kids and high school kids, wow. I mean, there's some interesting things going on out there.
Yeah.
And we want folks to pre-register, right?
We want folks
Let's hit that again.
Register by Wednesday, November 2nd by midnight, and you'll be registered to win an iPad. So even if you may not be the fastest person, you can still win something. Okay. And this is a fundraiser for Fit Kids, and as you heard, this is both the clinical and schools program is free for people to participate in. So these types of fundraisers are important, either as a racer or a walker or a sponsor. We're thrilled that we're able to help youth in this way. So again, Pavilion Financial is our sponsor. So the Pavilion Fit Kids 5K. And hopefully we can grow this and make it even bigger for the community. Because there's a lot of opportunity down here in Cottonwood for people to run and have fun.
The weather is great. I mean, you can be outside just about all year round. I mean, there's not many days that you're stuck inside. So, Heather Ainardi, thank you for coming in. I got to say that every time because that's how she introduced herself. Foundation Specialist for these special events. Fit Kids Community Outreach Program Specialist Hiliary Howdeshell, thank you for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
And that is today's Countywide. We'll talk to you again next time.
It's time now for Countywide, a special